Are you guys ready for another wide open Thursday? Let's do this. Hello and welcome again to the video call-in show. That show that invites you, yes, you, to be a live video guest at any time. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Do you not have interviewers knocking down your door? Do you have something to get off your chest? Would you like to promote your YouTube channel? This is the show for you. Joining up is easy. You simply hit that link right or put that link right there into your browser and you'll download Zoom, come right to it, and boom, I'll see you come up on my screen. Tonight is going to be a free for all. I got real busy today, and so we have no real subject. I'm going to allow the chat to dictate the subject for tonight. Let me change my ticker here. That tells you how busy I was today. I mean, extraordinarily busy. So yeah, it's all up to you. Min Dad, how you doing? We got Flash in the Pan, Farmall fan fanatic. Yes. I wasn't lying, Farmall. I wasn't lying, man. I'm a Ford tractor guy. In fact, since since we're going to be burning some time here, let me show you what I'm talking about if you haven't seen it already. Some of you guys have already seen this tractor, my favorite tractor of all time. The one my son and I rebuilt in 40 days. Here she is. Boom. 1960 Ford 971 diesel. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Selecto speed. And I know some of you tractor guys out there will hear that Selecto speed and just freak the hell out. Well, don't worry. It's just they're not as tough as people think they are. There are literally two things that go wrong with Selecto speed transmissions. One is the transfer tube, the fluid transfer tube from the spool to the clutches. The other one are the clutches. The clutches, man, they'll last forever. But that tube, what happens is vibration rocks that thing apart, and what you have then is you have no pressure, no pressure to drive the gears, and it's such a great transmission once you get it running. This one was dead when we got it. It was literally dead. Sunshine, excuse me, Sunshine Cooper. Welcome to the show. This is a free for all tonight. We're gonna go to town. I'm gonna listen to you guys. You're gonna tell me what what subjects. I'm gonna answer some of the questions I probably didn't get to answer last night. I know you finally made it, Sunshine. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, if you guys had any questions last night when we had Manic Magic on, which was a fantastic show. I mean, he had a lot of great tips. And speaking of those tips, how many of you guys how many of you guys, and this is also for you folks that watch this after the live show, how many of you visit other live streams and how can I put this? Meet, I would say like-minded individuals, but what I really mean is how many of you are actually meeting folks, you know, to get exposure? How many folks are doing kind of the clandestine S for S? We all know what happens. I mean, the funny thing, do I have any name that you can call me? You have any name? Can I call you, sir? Oh, you can call now. In fact, let me see if I can get this right this time. The video lines are open. Yes, they are. So if you'd like to call in, it's real, like I said, it's real easy. Use that. I didn't get to make a link in the description, but this is the link. And this number here, it changes every show. And the reason it changes every show is because I don't want anybody to be disappointed. If they try one of the persistent keys, they'll wait around forever. That's never any good. Headshot. And that wasn't me. That was actually a pull from a video game. Some of you already know what video game that is. I'm sure they use it in many, many video games, but I just happened to play this particular game multiplayer and loved hearing that. So whenever you get the flash in your pan, my buddy, um, Yeah, it is an instant contact with the community. Oh, but let me finish my video game story. Um, yeah, so you get a sniper rifle and you get good with that, man. It's fantastic. But yeah, I that's what I do. I go for instant contact with the community, but I also, I think we also go for exposure as well, right? For sometimes, I mean, it's hard enough. It's hard enough to get exposure, um, either organically or from people sharing. By the way, make sure you drop on a like and a share on this live stream. Yeah, and Mitten Dad, you tried to get on last night. Now's your opportunity, my friend, to jump on. I'll certainly we can certainly chat on whatever you want to chat about. In fact, every one of my video subject matter is up for debate, or discussion, I should say, not necessarily debate, but or anything you've got to talk about. It's always it's always fun to get people up. Oh, big thumbs up here, headshot. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what that's for. Headshot. Yeah, being cheeky. Not nearly as cheeky as some of our other friends, like Green Bay Wacky, but cheeky all the same. I found it was I was watching um, Puna Puna Studios, no Pusa Studios, and apparently they do this sort of channel exposure thing where they have you, yeah, they have you they tell you what two letters are, to type into the chat, and then they spin a wheel, and whatever number it falls on, they go from the first person to actually put in those, and then they go down. I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course they throw their channel up there, which is awesome because it's a dead, it's immediate exposure, and they had about 100 people watching at a time, but that was a pretty cool thing. It really was. But man, his intro to that, he's found a foghorn, and I'm not going to say it was annoying, but man, it was loud comparatively. I mean, loud. Oh, well, anyway, that was I like to hit those kind of shows, not necessarily to to get subs, just to talk to people and see what everybody else is doing on the live stream front, because I happen to be in that genre. Granted, it's a genre that not everyone has, but it's still a genre all the same. So many people in there. It's challenging to hit the wheel. I know. I tried about 3 times. I went at it half-heartedly. I'm just like, okay, if they do, they do. And it's really funny because there's kind of an undercurrent in most of those type of videos, like got you and got you back. It's really kind of funny, but it's also cool because when somebody says that they have me, I'll definitely go out and look at their channel, and I'll evaluate it, and I'll think, oh, that's pretty damn cool. And if I like it, then and I want to see more from them, then I'll sub and I'll even comment. Um, do you? Sunshine Cooper says, do you interview people on your panel? Also, headshot. Could you could you be a little bit more clear? I do interview people. Yeah, anyone who wants to come on, I'll ask them, anything from their favorite color to what's the square root of 4,568. But having said that, I know nobody's going to know that right off the top of their head. What content do I think that Mid and Dad should focus on based on reviewing my channel and content? Well, you want me to take a look? I'll take a look. Why not? Why not? Let me see. I've got to be in Firefox. And I had you up there not too long ago, Mitten Dad. Let's take a look, shall we? See what Mitten Dad's got going on. I don't know that I don't with 2.1 thousand, or yeah, 2.1K subscribers. I don't know that you should be taking my advice.
Winter Storm Jaden did a
Whoops.
number on the state of
Why, that's his trailer video, folks, in case you were wondering. Let's take a look here. All right. I love your header, dude. I love your header. I know you're asking about content, but that header is awesome. I mean, anytime you smile or directly look into the camera for a photo and you use it as that, man, that's gold because people want to connect. People want to know that they can look you in the eye and even though they don't even think of it that way, it is such a psychological condition. It's like, okay, somebody's looking at me. I know that begs my attention. So boom. Plus you've got the wonderful colors. You've got it's dead on. Outdoors, product reviews, weekly videos. That tells you everything you need to know. Oh, now it may look like I'm not subscribed, but that's my personal channel. I am subscribed to you, dude. And I have the bell ring too. So, well, you've already got content. Now, what I would say is perhaps narrowing down the product review thing. Let's see what you're reviewing here. Bluetooth speakers. Okay, GoPro. Oh, all right, that's all GoPro stuff. Osmo Pocket Series. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you go in depth with these things. Ooh. Oh man, I love the grapple. You did see my tractor, didn't you? Gold prospecting, Tasmania, Australia. How you doing, man? We actually talked when we did that test in on Edge channel. Great to see you here, man. Great to see you. We're free forming, and I'm looking over the Mitten Dad's channel. Oh yeah, log splitter reviews. I showed you my log splitter last night, didn't I, Mitten Dad? The one thing I would say is it's hard to figure out. Your playlist might be a little broad, little broad. I would think, and I've seen people do this. I would break them down into more succinct categories, and then throw those videos in there. But I don't have any advice for your content, man. I love your yellow black letter on your thumbnails. Now look at this Osmo Pocket time lapse tutorial. You see how it falls behind the timestamp? Now I take great care in making sure that none of my graphic elements fall behind that timestamp because YouTube puts it on just about everything. So maybe that's something because I notice you avoid it in most of the other ones, but there's Osmo Pocket time lapse tutorial. If you can see that little clock flash in there. Um, yeah, that blocks it out, and it even blocks it out in the suggested side pocket there. So okay, what do we got? Oh, thanks, Mitten Dad. Yeah, I love that tractor. If you guys didn't see it, I'll show it again. And by the way, that's my son on top. That is right after we got it done, right before we actually put the front loader on. And we bought the front loader before we actually bought the tractor, oddly enough. And I can show you a photo of the front loader on there. This is down at the cabin. Boom! Look at that! Look at that! We did all of the hydraulics ourselves, with the exception of hose crimping. It was such a cool project, and it was just before my son got married and moved out, so it holds a special place in my heart because you tend to miss that once your helper and your blood's gone. You do tend to miss that. So Sunshine Cooper, me not know much to make thumbnail and more on YouTube, but I do live stream and meet people, and YouTube is my free time too. YouTube is my free time, man. This is a total hobby for me, complete and utter hobby at the moment. Now that would change with the kindness of you folks. I mean, you guys are very important to me, um, and I appreciate every time you come on. It is so heartwarming to know that you guys take time out of your day, come to see this guy just yip yap about anything, and it's so much fun to have people on and find out what makes them tick. Um, Fortunately for me, it's turned around where before, oh, excuse me, it took me probably a month before Dave the producer, how you doing, man? And Tim Yance is in the house as well. Howdy, guys. But it took about a month before I actually had even a guest, and that was brutal. That was brutal because then I'd already committed myself to an hour or more, and I just sat and talked about anything, kind of like I'm doing right now. Hey, but what are you gonna do? I'll just show pictures. You guys remember this picture? Because I did show this one a while back. I should have showed. Hey, Dave, you'll get a kick out of this. That's me behind the kit, and I actually built that kit from scratch. It's an acrylic kit. I wanted when I was younger, I wanted a Zildjian Vistalite kit, and couldn't afford it then. And now I can't justify spending 3 grand on a reissue. So I ordered those shells bare, and and of course a lug mat, and I cut my bearing edges in there, and I cut my lug pattern, and fitted my own heads. Got my own hoops, my own legs, my own stand, and it's actually on a Gibraltar. It's on a Gibraltar rack, which is very cool. And then I lit it, of course. Here, let's take another quick look at that. How cheesy! And it's the multicolored 50/50 LEDs, and it was all remote control. And I actually was working on making it sound activated. I never got around to that, but people loved that thing. I've since taken the lights out. I mean, that was a little too passe. Well, I wanted each drum to pound up on the beat. I thought that was going to be pretty cool. You know, it's funny when you turn 50, after a while, things aren't as cool as you thought they were. Oh, yikes. Oh, can't stay long, Tim? Wow. Oh, you're out? You're on solar power right now? Oh, that's awesome. Not that you had a tree fall on your power lines, but awesome that you've got solar backup. That is cool. Well, dude, don't priorities, man, right? Priorities. This is not a priority for you. Take care of yourself and conserve that because those batteries only last so long, right? Eddie, how you doing, man? Did you ever get that, or did you understand what I was talking about on the audio? Because a lot of people don't realize that and I'll repeat it for some of you guys who may you may not well you're editing your own videos and whatnot. Well, what you do is the age-old technique, and you see it, with the clapper. Well, that actually serves a specific purpose. They'll put the scene and all of the details on there, bring it up to the camera face, and they'll clap it real fast. And what that is so they can sync the audio and video later. Well, we can do the same thing, especially if you've got some sort of setup that delays your audio or it actually advances your audio compared to your video. You can just clap right into the camera, sync up that spike to the actual clap. Like when your hands hit, that's when that sound it broadcasts, and then your vocals should be well, whatever you're filming should be on track. That's a little tip from me to you. Ah. Oh, okay. So you're trying to niche down. You're trying to kind of focus more. That's actually a pretty good idea there, Mitten Dad. I don't have that luxury because I've got to find something to say every night. But here's what I would do, Mitten Dad. You've got 2.1K subscribers. You've got, I don't know how many videos. Let's your videos and their popularity, accounting for SEO factors, that should dictate how you narrow down your niches, man. Find the ones that people are really interested in. Find the ones that people, or listen to some of the comments that have been left on some of your videos. Your most of your videos are in 3 digits in viewership. Um, Use that as a way to narrow down, right? That's what I would do. At least use that as a starting point. I think it'd be fantastic because you've got a nice body of work going on. Looks like, yeah. See, you've got quite a few videos out there already. Well, I don't know already. I don't know how long you've been a tuber. Certainly longer than I have. But yeah, yeah. Listen to your viewership. You could almost categorize based on not sorting in YouTube, but on pen and paper, you could actually categorize those that are more popular than the others, figure out what kind of factors made those popular, and if they're all in the same genre with different thumbnails, you automatically know that that's very interesting or very sought after content. That's what I would do, dude. Yep, yep. I do not think the reaction videos are good for you, Dad. I haven't even seen the reaction booths yet. Oh, whitetail food plot, cost effective. Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, Mitten Dads, but I'm a hunter from way back, fisherman. So the outdoors is my forte. I also actually built a log splitter because I saw you reviewed one, and I think that actually spurred me to Jim Wallace alias Mr. Graphic, another Hoosier in the house right there. Little let's see, where were you? South Side, I believe. Welcome, Jim. I absolutely appreciate you being here, man. And we will hook up one of these days and have coffee or something. I think that would be fantastic. So yeah, David, the producer, are you telling him the same thing? Figured out the top 5 videos did the best. That's what I think. That is your best asset, man, because you've got data. Data is power, people. I mean, it is literally power. I'm helping a firm, actually the firm my wife works with, as a liaison for e-commerce because I've been doing web development for eons, it seems. And most corporations don't have somebody internal that understands what it takes to actually put the pieces together and make this thing work. So I helped them find a development company. I'm the liaison. I'm the technical liaison. So and a functional and design liaison because I've done all of that. So what I do is I say, look, we need this, that, and the other thing, Mister or Miss Developer. You let me know what can and can't be done. You let me know how much it's going to be, and then we either approve or disapprove, and then bam, we move on. Well, in figuring out how we wanted to do the design, the first thing we did was we went to their old site analytics, and we figured out who is the largest part of that audience. Turns out it was millennials. I know, right? And millennials, I mean, there's a different look and feel. You could almost attribute a different look and feel category or genre to any of the age groups. So now we're looking at a mix of friendly for all, but let's have a millennial bent to it because they happen to be our biggest customers. So yeah, data is your friend. It's absolutely your friend. Yeah. Tim Yonsa is from India. In fact, we met up for coffee not too long ago. It was just after Christmas, I believe. That was fun. Tim and I learned a lot about each other. I had no idea though because we forgot to talk about guns. I've got some tactical patches that I'm going to be wearing here sometime soon. Hey, donuts for everyone. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Sorry, I'm staring down over here. Hey, one thing that did happen was I got a new monitor in today. Oh, excuse me. And one of those stands that you'd place on the end of your desk that will hold 2 monitors and you can turn them either vertical or horizontal orientation. My goal is to have a monitor on either side of my production laptop, with you guys in it and with, some of the things that I need to pull this show off in a relatively smooth fashion. Not gonna happen. Hey, Train Vlogs, how you doing, my friend? Awesome, you made it. Now, don't stay up too late, dude. I know you're working on schoolwork, and I really applaud you for hitting the hay and making sure you're getting your work done, man. I really do. It's a good kid. If you have a chance, go hit Train Vlogs site. I know most of you guys know how to do this, but in the live chat, when you hover over a name, there's what I call a hamburger menu. You've got three dots. If you click on that, you'll get like three. If you're a mod, you get more, but you get three. One is go to the channel. Hit that, and it opens up a new window in most browsers. Go check out these sites. These are some really good people in here. Some of you know each other, some of you don't, but go check out their stuff. I I've been to almost every one of these. Tim, when you gonna launch, man? I'm still waiting for you to launch. Let me know if I can help anyway, Tim, to get that out the door. If because I'm more than happy to do so. More than happy to do so. In fact, I'm still working on a header for. I just had some ideas that I really wanted to throw down on Photoshop for muscle car appraisal. That was an interview I did. Actually, my first planned interview. Some of you saw me go through my the arduous task of going through my video history on the video calling show side, and yeah, and I mentioned that Jim from the muscle car appraisal channel, he and I actually got together before the show, and I just told him I'll just ask you these general questions, and then we'll run from there because I'm really interested. I'm a car guy from way back, and you know what I'd never found for you guys? I never found my '65 Rambler American photo. Dang it! I was gonna look for that and bring it up just so you could see it. It wasn't your grandma's. It wasn't your grandma's Rambler. It was actually pretty cool. Two door. I say that now, and then I go back and think, well, did have a vinyl top. Oh, what are you saying here? Coffee. Sure, I had to record all over again due to microphone. Oh, dude, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. Yeah, always be testing. That's one of those things when you do a quick sound check. Yeah, and actually do a quick recording, listen to it, make sure all is good, then you can roll with that setup. And here I say that, but 2 nights ago I had a couple of echo issues. But that's because I'm always jacking with my audio when I'm doing editing or production work. I'll change my computer settings, and then I'll go back and I'll change the mixer settings. It's ugly. It is absolutely ugly. Oh, Dennis 84, Nation 13 Gaming. How are you, my friend? I just met that guy today. Seems I love his channel, man. I think it was great. Welcome to the show. I appreciate that. Again, make sure you visit these folks. Show them your love if you're so inclined, because I'm a firm believer in making sure that you dig what people are doing. I mean, if, even mildly, you know. But it's rare. That's the funny thing about this. It's rare that I find a channel, because a lot of times when people are just chatting, I'll go, "Well, that's an interesting name. Let's go check out that channel." And I think in all the months that I've been doing this, uh, I've looked at maybe one or two channels that I thought, "Oh my, no, I'm not gonna subscribe to that channel." But it's so rare. It is so rare. Don't tell anybody, but one of them is Bob Star X. Jim, alias Mr. Graphic, asks, "What broadcast software are you using? Wirecast, OBS, vMix, or question mark?" I use vMix. I've got the pro version um, because I was for a while doing it professionally. What I would do is I would take this equipment that you can't see, but if you look at my equipment tour, you'll see that was done about a week ago. Used to be that I would pack that up, go out to a location, maybe a convention or a meeting or something like that, and I would literally record and or live stream the entire thing, all live switched. In fact, that's that's what it was called, Live Switch Media. And my company, Live Switch Media Productions, that was its hook. But unfortunately for me, Coast Life 252, welcome to the show, my friend. Unfortunately for me, my back got in the way And oh, you guys will be happy to hear. To put a happy spin on that story, next Tuesday is my first chiropractor visit. I set up an appointment right after we talked. You guys have actually talked me into seeing a chiropractor with the help of my son. I guess he read his Mother the Riot Act about me. He said, "This is ridiculous. Why don't you tell him to go?" And she's like, "Honey, he's already set up an appointment." Two YouTube friends of mine use vMix. Yeah, vMix is cool. I've been using it probably for the last 3 years since I want to say 16, and they're already up to 22. And who's not leaving? I'm not leaving. No, 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 no. I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. In fact, the video lines are still open. If you guys want to come on the show and talk about something, you are more than welcome. Yeah, but vMix I've been using for a good long time, so I know it quite well. And it's done everything and more than I wanted to. In fact, the guys just keep improving it, and I have yet to find a well, that's not true. I'm trying to upgrade to 22, and it's telling me that they're my security won't let it through. But well, Jim, OBS, you're trying not to what, Flash? OBS is a fine program, especially for the cost, right? The one thing will say about vMix, it's not that expensive. It's not like you're buying a cloud service, say Adobe. I'm looking at you, Adobe. It's a one-time cost, and you can climb the scale. You can actually use it for free. It's limited, of course, but uh, but yeah, Streamlabs OBS is just a fine program. I had to use it for a while because someone else required that one of my clients required that it be open source. Not that they were cheap or anything, but so I had to learn it so I could teach it to them. And it wasn't hard. It works very much the same way. I mean, video production suites are video production suites. Yeah, they may look different on the surface, but I got to tell you that the inners how they overlays are overlays, um, subs are subs, sources are sources. It's all the same thing. It's just put into a different configuration. Once you figure out the configuration and the flexibility, then you're golden. The one thing I really like about vMix over most of the other ones that I've tried is it's got the built-in mixer. And not I don't use it, but I for individual sounds, I can literally bring them up or down within vMix, or I can use my hard mixer, right? My hard digital mixer over here. It's really kind of cool. Yeah, Mitten Dad, you were trying to get on last night, man. You should come on tonight. We can talk about GoPros. I wouldn't consider myself a GoPro, so I'd be asking you questions about that. Oh, you've got to for a graphics business. You've got to have that Adobe suite. I've had every one of their products as standalone before they went to the suite, or I shouldn't say suite, before they went to the cloud-based um, model. And the cloud-based just pisses me off because it's gold prospect. Man, your title's hard to say. Gold prospects. No, I have not been drinking. This is straight Diet Coke. I'm here to tell you. Gold prospecting, Tasmania, Australia. It's real easy. You see this link right here, zoom.us/j/ and the number 471-748-597. Type that into your browser. It'll take you straight to Zoom, the Zoom site. And if you don't already have Zoom downloaded, it'll download it, and you can start right away. It'll actually bring you into the meeting number. It's really easy to do. It's really easy to do. And once you're hooked up, I can guide you on camera and microphone hookup. So yeah, well, Jim, that's a good point, Jim Wallace. That's a good point. Most of them are going to be video card resource heavy. Like vMix, for instance, it's very low on the CPU usage, but it needs cores on your video card. So I think the lowest that they even recommend is the 1060, right? GTX 1060, with a good amount of RAM. Yep, zoom zoom zoom. There you go. Flash in the pan. Thank you, sir. I didn't get it in my description. I got to tell you guys, there's a lot of setup involved for each one of these. It looks like I might just sit down and do nothing, or fall into my plant like I did last night. But there is a lot of setup. Let's just go through that while we're waiting for somebody to come on. When I sit down, first thing I have to do is I have to come up with a funny face and capture it for my thumbnail. So I'll do that. I'll capture myself. I'll cut myself out. I put it on my background in Photoshop. I'll put some text to it and I'll create a thumbnail. Then I got to create the stream. Actually, this is I create the stream beforehand because I want to do it at least an hour before. You know, I signed up. I'm sorry. Let me break from that. Train vlogs. That's a good question. I signed up for a Discord account and I just haven't used it. Just haven't used it. I'm going to though. I'm going to because I see so much of it nowadays. I should have all the link or everything I'm telling you right now, because nobody wants to hear this twice. So yeah, I'll set up the event more than an hour before I go live, and then when I sit down, which is usually half an hour before I go live, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, basically. What I'll do is I'll get the photo on video and create my thumbnail. And then I've got to start up Zoom. I've got to grab the meeting number. I've got to throw it into another Photoshop element, which is what you see here. It's this with a transparent part and then an orange border up top. Then I've got to come up with a title. So I try to title it tonight. Don't take tonight as a good example, but I'll title it. Yeah, I do normally have links, and that's what I was getting at. When I create the Photoshop with this number, what I try to do is remember to copy that, paste it into the description box. Sometimes, sometimes I'm working too hard. My wife came in and she wanted to talk about what happened to the plant last night. I looked back and I was on like 2 minutes, so it's like, oh man, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way. Thanks, Dennis, for supporting Flash in the Pan, man. Flash is doing some great stuff. Ed, he is doing some great stuff over there. And in fact, wait till we do a collaboration video when he takes me panning for gold, man. That's gonna be fun. We've been talking about this for a while. He and some of his buddies are gonna head over and to good old Indy, pick me up. We're gonna go to No Tell'em Creek. We're gonna find some gold chains. No, I'm kidding. Gonna be looking for nuggets. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Oh yeah, we most of these people have heard of Green Bay Wacky. In fact, I met most of them either on Green Bay Wacky or um, Pusa Studios or what's the other one? Oh, there's Mickey XOXO. Oh, and by the way, if you guys were wondering what oh, I killed it, Manic Magic was talking about, um, he mentioned Green Bay Wacky, Cab 7, and Passion for Hunting and Fishing, and Canadian Drone. Help me out, guys. Canadian Drone. Ah, shit, I can't remember it. Now I got to go look for it. As live streams where you can meet a whole bunch of people. Usa Pusa, Pusa, right? Dennis, were you just with Green Bay when he had that impromptu live stream and he was talking about fixing his Chevy truck right behind him? A hub, yes, Canadian Drone Hub. Thank you, Coast Life. Thank you. Yeah, well, I thought, why am I going to go on a hub, a drone hub channel? But I did, and it turns out Cap 7 was there, Ben was there, some other people that I knew were there. Turned out to be a great time. Turned out to be a great time. I try not to self promote, and actually, I try not to self-promote. God, what a hypocrite am I. He was asking for selfies to, that you would post to your Twitter account. So what did I do? I took a picture of me and my cup and posted it. That's self-promotion. I'm just lying to you guys now. I'm sorry. Okay. Then type that into the, let me see if I can do something here. I want to see if I can. I think I still have that on in my clipboard. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, yes, still my clipboard. I'm going to try to put that in the description. Let's see how well this works. This could be ugly. If I lose you, I'll be right back. But I shouldn't lose you. Just going to do a quick back and meeting number. Okay. Bam. Save changes. Ooh, did it work? Did it work? Okay. GPTA. That's where we are now. GTPA. Go to the description box right below here, and you should see a Zoom link. If you've already got Zoom installed, it should take you right to this famous last words. It should take you right to the meeting that I've set up. This number meeting right here that I've set up, and then I'll see you come up here, and I'll unmute you at my leisure, and we'll get you on the show, man. It's just that easy. I say that, and it's funny. I get it. Not all of these things. Oh, good night, train vlogs. Good night, buddy. You you got to come back on the show sometime too, man. I want to find out how school is actually going. But have a good night, my friend. Is this mostly an outdoor channel? You talking about this one, Jim Wallace? Nope. This is not an outdoor channel at all. It can be. If somebody wants to get on and talk outdoors, hell, I'll throw up either my turkey, my bass, or my antlers tactical patch. Right now, it's just the dude abides. Find that in your local shop. Phone is dying. All right, Dennis. Thanks for coming, man. I so appreciate it. Have a good evening, my friend. Have a good evening. What? All right, let me check it. Let me check it. 471-748-597. No, that should be the right one. And that is what I put in the description, right? Let's find out. Oh, okay. 471-748-597. No, that should be it. Somebody else. It is? Huh. That ain't right. That ain't right. All right, stand by. We've got a technical problem here. I am actually going to now this ought to be interesting because I am hooked up with Zoom. Let's see what this does for me. Oh, it's missing a 4? Really? Boo. Boo. All right, so I got 471-748-597. Yeah, it's only a yeah, it's only a 9. Yeah, unless you upgrade. You are limited to about 40 minutes of Zoom time. Yep. Yep. But it's only like what did it turn out to be? I don't know. 10, $15 a month. I don't think I'm expired. Shouldn't be. But anyway, that wouldn't matter because I started it and we are running. I'm actually looking at it there. Let's see. Yeah, I've got 471-748-597. It's only a 9-digit number. Huh. Huh. Oh, mine's good. Oh, okay. Mine. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Looks complete. Oh, no, it looks complete to me. Huh. That's interesting. We'll try it again. Use the link in the description box, not the one that um Or that one there, the one that Flash in the Pan just laid down for us. Go ahead and try that one, GPTA. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Flash. It's all right, dude. Nobody's life's at stake here. Oh, yep. No one can get hurt here. That's pretty much, aside from my regular mantra, that's my mantra for everything. If it don't kill you, that's all right. What are you worried about? Oh, where was I? Was I not talking about anything specific? Uh-oh. Hand slap from the Nightbot. What did you try to do, David? I know, Jim. I know, man. It is that is so true. Technology does get better while people get worse. I don't know what that means. Does that mean we're heading towards Skynet? Is it going to be the is it going to be our worst fears? God, I wish you were right, Jim. I don't think you are, but I wish you were right. Sometimes I really feel old. I'm hoping that the chiropractor will make me feel young again. I'd love to feel 30 again. My brain tells me I'm 30. Why won't my body? Hey, Eileen, how are you? Awesome. Thanks for coming on the show. Yeah, and that's always going to be the case. It's oh, cancel. Let's save those changes. Oh, yeah, that's always going to be the case. Your brain is always going to believe that you're about. Oh, you can do a GPTA. Hey, at Nightbot, how did you get so many subscribers? Interesting. Yeah, it's that whole being alive thing. It's that whole being alive thing. And we do have a guest. I cannot see your microphone, so check in the lower left-hand um, area of your Zoom window, and you'll see a little microphone. Make sure you've got the correct one chosen. And when I see that come up, I will bring you on, my friend. Ah, there's that microphone. Can you hear me, sir?
Are you talking to me, Jim?
Hey, you did make it, didn't you?
I did. I amazed myself.
You made it.
I
Now,
I am the as far as technology goes, and as far as computers and all that, I am the slowest person in the world. So when I figure something like that out, I just like I high five myself. I think, oh, you're good.
well, we've got to
Hey,
we got to pat ourselves on the back. If we don't, who will?
that's it, man. Hey, can you see me?
I cannot see you. You do not have a camera at least turned on. It's X'd out. Down in that same lower left corner, you'll see a little camera. If you click that up arrow, you'll be able to choose your camera. There he is. There he is. Let me hide myself here.
No, don't hide. I want to see who I'm talking to.
Oh, you will. You will. You should well, wait. Can you see me now?
I can see you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me how do you want me to refer to you? Not by your real name or just your channel name?
Sir David.
Sir David.
The one. No, just you call me whatever you want, mate. David, Tazzy, it's all good.
All right.
I know who you're talking about.
All right, hang on there. Sir David.
Hey, I'm finding this video. I only stumbled on it. I'm finding it very interesting because
Yeah.
I did a live show the other night, and it was the biggest disaster ever.
Oh.
Like as I said, I'm not very good at the technological stuff. What I did is I went onto YouTube, and they got the little camera at the top, and it says download video or go live. I just pressed that and went for it. And where I live, we've got a satellite on the roof,
Uh huh.
and we've got the slowest internet ever. I think Ed's got 100. Is it kbps?
Mm-hmm.
We've got 12.
Oh man,
That that's maximum. So
that.
the whole show, I was
Oh,
like, I watched it later. It was skipping and it was buffering, and everyone was getting frustrated. I felt so embarrassed about it all.
oh, that's
So what
brutal.
I want to learn more about these live streams because I want to do them. I think
Oh,
there's potential down here in Australia for all the gold prospectors and all that to get together
I
like
bet.
once a week and have a laugh, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my mum. I live in the country. She lives in the city, and I think the reception will be better there. And like I'll use my missus's phone and use it as a hotspot and
Uh
do
huh.
the live stream like that.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's all about the bandwidth. It really is. The
Yeah, we haven't got it.
that's a shame. Are you to use your term? Are you guys out in the bush or are you close to a city center
Yeah,
or what? Yeah, pretty much out.
nah, we're not close to the city centre, and we're out in the bush. So
Ah.
yeah, it's hard to get a phone call. You know, like the phone service drops in and out, and yeah, it's no good for live streaming. But yeah, as I said, I'm keen at it. I love live streams. I love getting in on the chats and stirring
Oh,
everyone up and having a laugh.
oh yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. And hell, that we had a pretty good time. Do you remember when we were doing that test for Ed on Flashing Your Pans channel?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. I thought, honestly, I didn't know who you were. I thought you were shoveling. I saw
Nope.
I saw shoveling.
No, no. I was just the
I actually made
I was the greenhorn in the room, man.
uh, I actually made a comment. I said I pictured HD Shovelhead to be like a big biker fellow covered in tattoos and bloody big beard and everything. And I don't even
And
know
then
what
you
he
saw
looked like. I
me.
thought he.
Yeah, then you saw me. Well, I hate to disappoint you.
uh,
I don't consider myself a biker guy, but hell, I raced motocross for 10 years.
well, that'll get you in the club, mate.
I hope so. I hope so. It won't help me it won't help me on the
I
stream though, I don't think, right?
nah nah won't help you. I better let you go. I'll let someone else call in.
Well,
I just really wanted to see if I could do this. That's all. Yeah, I
yeah.
can.
You got it, man. You killed it. It's was it as once you got into it, was it as difficult as you thought it was going to be? I mean, I know the link was bad, but
Nah, nah, I don't think the link was bad. I don't know. I think it was just me. I was meant to press the thing come up to join the show, and I
uh-huh.
didn't see it. So I didn't press it, and yeah, nah, don't blame yourself. That was me, mate.
Well, I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad you made it.
All right, mate. I'll get back. I'll get back to the live stream.
All
Take
right.
care, man.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Thanks for coming.
Bye bye now.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to we're gonna stick with Sir David, or the acronym that I gave you. Because it may be um the only way I'm gonna be able to remember your name, dude. Yeah, so obviously I'm not a biker dude, but always fun to have my friends down under. That actually makes the third Australian I've had on this show in the last month. We've got Snowy Rains, which she doesn't happen to be here tonight, and of course Manic Magic, and now Gold Prospecting Tasmania, Australia. Boom, nail it that time. Oh, I tell you, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it here, and I might even have to add something to it. Got a face for radio, a voice for print, and I have a double of a time spelling or pronouncing. That's the first time I've had to modify that. Thanks so much, Ed. Or I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sir David. Thanks so much, Sir David, for coming on the show, man. That was fun. That was fun. We got about 5 minutes, unless somebody calls in and wants to tie me up for a little bit longer. I've unlocked the meeting yet again, and I'm happy to entertain anyone who wants to come on. We'll just chat about well, let's chat about gold prospecting, panning. We can talk about my motocross history. Oh, I don't care. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I don't know. I don't know where I found it. I'm not usually a very talkative guy. I mean, I'm the prototypical guy where I like to get into something, focus on it for hours, and not have any human interaction whatsoever. But man, you do something like this, and it just comes out. You just start yip yapping about anything. Jim, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I'll wait for you if you'd like to come on. And this is how it's going to have to start being when more people come on or want to come on. You guys will have to tell us in the chat. I'm going to have to make sure that I pay strict attention to the chat. But when I've got a guest on and we're getting up to about 10, 15 minutes and we've had some fun. You guys by all means, if you want to come on at that time, then say, hey, can I be next? And we'll try to get you on. We'll eventually I'll come up with a system to where we can get everybody in line, but don't have to worry about that right now. Just kind of letting you know up front that may happen. So because I don't want a whole lot of people wanting to come on and not be able to accommodate them. So, but Jim, yeah, if you want to come on, we can talk about our future coffee meetup and what we can talk about. Jim, what you may not know is that I have an extensive graphics background. This show notwithstanding, but we can certainly talk about things like that. I don't even know if I can fit your entire username on the lower third. I'll try though. I will absolutely try. It's a matter of making it work. Sir David was easy. Oh yeah, maybe I'll just bring that down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, cool. So I'm ready for you. Another Hooja, home of the Indy 500. I've seen you post that a couple times on some of those live streams that we met up on. That was awesome. Coast Life, you're looking to do some live streaming too? Awesome, awesome. And thank you for considering me a pro. I appreciate that. It's more the equipment than it is me because it takes a hell of a camera not to make this look any worse than it already is. Ah, I'm just having fun. And I never heard any feedback on my light display here. Did I miss that? I think it gives a nice glow. I'm thinking of changing colors though. I do love the orange and with my logo. Let me see if I can hit that. Boop. Yeah, the orange on my logo and a blue. I think it works out real well. That's why on the guest cuts, I'm blue, and then I allow the guest to be color. I thought, let's just do that, and it works really well on the gray too. and and my tactical patches, most of those are not blue. No, I do not plug my camera into the computer. I'm running two, and you can look these up. PTZ Optics, 12 by SGI cameras, um, and they're all running through Ethernet. So straight from the cable modem, I go into um, a hub, and it's a 5 port hub. One goes into my production PC. Two of them go into my cameras. One goes into my mixer, and that allows me to connect to my mixer via Ethernet, connect to the cameras via Ethernet, and boom, it then the magic happens. The magic. Oh, like I said earlier. Well, I didn't mean. I know I do. I know. I'm actually running out. I've got a 36 by 24 Velcro backed. It's actually a patch display. Um, I don't know what you call it, panel, but it's flexible, so it's held up with thumbtacks, and and that sucker's almost full already. I'm 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 a screwball for these things. I don't know what's come over me. I've just gone stupid on them. Just gone absolutely bonkers. But what is life if you don't have a little bit of fun? And if you're living your life to a bucket list, fun has to be a part of each bit of that. Each bit of that. It's why decided to start doing this show. I thought, what could be more fun than taking what I already know how to do and opening it up to the world. I thought that would be fun for me. Plus, I get to do something that I never thought I would actually do, and that is speak to a group of folks at random and about anything. Yeah, gun shows are great places to get those tactical patches. Fantastic. It's where I got my Ingo. Can you see my Ingo? Let me see if I can point to it. Right there. Right there. Indiana Gun Owners. I actually got that from the couple years ago gun show. They run a forum, for us gun owners, and I had to pick that up. I also got a hat. See if I can stretch over there without killing my head earbuds. Yeah, shout out to Ingo. I should follow him on Twitter and then show him this video. They'd love that. Yeah, but it's a great place to meet like-minded individuals. Oh, is that gun show? Well, no, we'll have one here in Indy around that time as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, the monitors, sure, but it's open to anybody. In fact, I've bought a couple weapons on there. Now I have a concealed permit, so that's the only safe way to buy when you're doing private transactions. Each one of you show your your permit and exchange cash, and then you go your own way. Remember that some of these some of you folks who ever thought about purchasing a weapon, yeah, in goes out of Fort Wayne, right, right. But they've got sub forums for all of the areas. Okay, Jim. First thing you do is you go into you can either type this URL, www.zoom.us/j/471748597, or you can click on the link in the description box, which is the exact same thing. What'll happen is that you'll go to Zoom. It'll ask you if you want to download it. You download it. It's completely safe. It's a business conferencing software that millions use, and it should link you straight to this meeting. If it doesn't, after you download it, just click on the link again, and it'll open up Zoom, and then boom, you'll show up on my screen over here. Whoa, you'll show up on my screen over here, and then I'll unmute you and bring you on, my friend. Just that easy. It's just that. It's just that easy. Where have we heard that before? I hope that's not trademarked. Ken Nunn's going to come after my ass. Hey, that's my tagline. Damn it! You need some legal assistance. Some of you local people will know what I'm talking about. He's one of our. I hesitate to say um, local ambulance chasers, but they are what they are. Daytime lawyers. Jim, come down to Tasmania and set me up for live streams. I could actually do that remotely. We could talk about that. David, listen, right here is my email address. You see that? Videocallin@gmail.com. Drop me an email. And maybe we do another Zoom conference. Now that you've got Zoom installed, you do another Zoom conference, and we can, I can help you out with some of that. It's not as hard as you think it is. Now, again, your bottleneck is probably going to be your connection. So that I won't be able to help on. But just know, for all of you people that want to go live and you haven't yet, or you've found you've gone live and you've got problems, there are usually two things that really hurt a live stream. One is the bandwidth we just talked about. If you do a speed test, either Google or speedtest.net, and you find that Coast Life, yes, please do call in sometime. Absolutely. It's free, it's open, it's just for fun. There's no pressure. You don't even have to want to talk about something. I'll find some questions to ask you. But anyway, yeah, if you open up speed test and you're looking at less than 5 megabytes per second, then you're probably going to have some, some stutter steps during your live stream. If you've got over that, then you should be fine. Now, the second thing is video cards. Your processors can handle it, but the video cards are really working overtime when it comes to live streaming because they're processing the video immediately and then shipping it to the CPU and then right out the network card to whatever your destination is. So you've got to have a beefy um, video card in whatever system you're using. I'm on a laptop. I'm on an Acer Predator, and it's got I think the GTX 1070 or 1060. I don't remember which. I could tell you here in a minute. Oh, okay, the GTX, the GeForce GTX 1060, but it's very high in RAM, and I literally have no stutter step whatsoever. So yes, upload, right, exactly. Thank you, Tim Youngs. 5 megabytes upload. Your download speeds, it's not going to matter because every time you go live, you're actually uploading, and you've got to have at least five. Five is the comfort zone. So you can get by, especially if you lower your resolution. I'm talking about HD. Doing in 1080p. Um, you want at least five. Sometimes you can get by with less. You may have to reduce your stream settings to a lower resolution if you don't have as much. But you can do 1080p at 5. I know that for a fact. If you've got more than that, you're golden. You're golden. Don't ask me about 4K. I haven't done enough testing with 4K just yet. It's really not here. So I don't even. I mean, it's here, but I don't jack with 4K because I saw a video the other day that said we don't see in 4K. David, the producer. Hey, Juliet, Miranda, how are you? Thanks so much for following me on Twitter. By the way, folks, you too can follow me on Twitter. It's Video Calling Show. Most of my branding is Video Calling Show. Um, I want to just video call in, but stupid Facebook wanted me to use a longer um, moniker, so I had to go with that. I can't. Yeah, David told me all about you, Juliet, and I can't wait to listen to some of your podcasts. That interested me. In fact, like I said, I followed David, and then you followed me, and I followed you. So, but yeah, folks, if you want to check out her podcast, I think I can throw that up here. I had it. Yeah, okay, this is the Twitter feed. Let me see if I can, or their Twitter. This is actually David, the producer, but it talks about the unwritable rant. Oh, I've got to hang on. I got to put it in my other browser. Technology. All right. Boom. There we go. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Yep. The Unwritable Rant podcast. There you go. Yep. Not so hot for teachers, sharing drunken poems and always making amends. Hey, if anyone is up for drunken poems, it's this guy. Oh, and she's easy on the eyes too. That makes it all worthwhile. Cool. Yeah, yeah. So by all means, check that out. Follow David. Follow Miranda. Juliet Miranda. Yeah, I look forward to that. I really do. You know, stupid me. Here I am, a digital marketer, and I just don't. I just don't pay much attention to my Twitter. It's a time thing. It's literally a time thing. But as I get further along with this, I'm definitely going to. It's just trying to find time to do it otherwise. David and the producer and I have been talking back and forth on it though. Um, I'm supposed to be connecting with Cisco WebEx. What? I don't know. I don't know why you're seeing that, Jim Wallace. That doesn't make sense. Give it another try. Oh, Eileen, I missed you. I'm sorry. Thanks for. Oh no, I didn't. She shortened your name. Thanks to everybody that's here. Yeah, Jim, try it again. Click on the link in the description, and you should. Really, that's what the link sent you to? That's not right. Flash, if you're Ed, if you're still here, would you post the working link again? That would be great, man. I'll make sure I check my link because it took me right to the Zoom page. Or yeah, it wanted me to start another session. Of course, that's not going to happen because I'm already running a session. Oh, your browser is not compatible with Zoom. Well, that's a first. What browser are you using, Coast? That would be interesting. This absolutely sucks that you can't come on. There you go. Ed has reposted the link in the chat. Try that, Jim Wallace. It sucks that your browser doesn't work with Zoom. Do you have another browser? Try another browser. I've had people on their phone. I've had people on who have Macs, PCs, using both Firefox or Chrome, even what's that other Sea Monkey, which is a Mozilla variation. But yeah, I never heard anybody that was not able to connect because of the browser. That's shocking. Oh, oh, that sucks. That does suck. Have you tried Opera? It surely that'll run on an old Apple MacBook. I'd give that a shot for sure. Jim, I'm going to give you about, I don't know, 5, 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to close it out. What I try to do is I try to stay on for about an hour. What oh, Opera? You've never heard of Opera the browser, Coast Live? Um, I thought that was native. Isn't that a native Apple? Guys, help me. I'm not an Apple guy. Help him out on browsers with that. No, Safari. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. Have you tried Safari? Here, here's the PC guy trying to play the Mac game. I did actually work on a Mac for about 3 years, and it kind of ticked me off because all the programs seem to be totally integrated in the desktop, and that just drove me batty. Just drove me batty. It's like, where's my separation? Why can't I choose without going, through that hideous taskbar? Yeah, Safari is on Apple. Try Safari if you've got it, Coast Live. Oh man, it's not like an Apple II, is it? I'm just pulling your leg, man. That's the first time I've ever had anybody, and I've been using Zoom for a long time. What I do when I did it before, I was doing it in my old studio, and pulling in guests from all over the world. Never had somebody that said they couldn't connect via Chrome or Safari. I'm shocked Chrome because even if you've got an old MacBook, it should be the latest version of Chrome, right? How we doing, Jim? You getting any closer, my friend? We're rolling up on 11:15, and like I was saying before, I'd like to keep these to about an hour because remember, I want to be um, I want to be friendly to you and your time, but I also have things that I need to do. I got to get in bed and get up and work on stuff tomorrow. Oh wow, yeah. See that built-in obsolescence that Apple has, and I don't want to start an Apple PC war here, but that's another thing that just drove me nuts. C prompt? What? Why are you getting a C prompt, David, the producer? You guys are freaking me out. It's like we're in an alternate reality. I was on remember I was telling you about the Canadian drone. All right, now I've done it again. The Canadian drone hub channel, their live stream, and that wasn't a bad joke. This guy just didn't get it right away. But I was on their live stream, and it was weird. I just kept logging people out at random. I couldn't post for the last half hour. I could not post in chat for the last half hour. It would show that I was there, and then it would kick me off and say I needed to log in to post in chat. I would log back in because it was all browser based. I'd log back in, boom, tell me to log back out again. Finally, I gave up. I just watched the show, but because it was a pretty funny show. Like I said, Cab 7 was on there. The Ben dude, I can't remember his last name. And a couple other guys that I'd never heard of. Yeah, well, listen, Coast, if you're gonna stream, man, I think your weak link is gonna be that machine. I mean, if it won't upgrade and Chrome is so old that it won't deal with a program like Zoom, yeah, you might have a pretty big problem in that arena, my friend. Well, hey, listen. Having said that, um, ask me anytime you want to when you get another machine and you want some advice on maybe what types of programs to use, what type of equipment even. I know everything from the $25 to $50 items all the way up to the $2,000 to $3,000 cameras. Not beyond that because I've been out of broadcast for too long. I'll help. I'll be more than happy to help because I'm just as happy to see people go live as I am to go live myself. But for tonight, I'm going to end on that note. We had a great crowd in here tonight. Thanks so much for uh, Sir Sir David for coming on. That was awesome. Another friend from down under. Yeah, and talk to Tim. Tim Yonst, he's built used machines, and I used to do that back in the day as well. But again, thanks to Sir David. I'm gonna have to get his name. I gotta say it one more time, just to prove that I can say it. Gold Prospecting, Tasmania, Australia, also known as GPTA, and Sir David. Thanks, Sir David, for coming on. I'll try to get that guest cut done here in the next day or two. Thanks to all of you in chat. Great time. It's so wonderful to see new faces. Make sure you guys check each other out, and if you like the channels, then by all means, if you like this one, like, comment, and subscribe. Everybody says that, but we all know that that's part of the game. Um, I had a lot of fun. You guys take care, and of course, I've got to leave you with this. It doesn't matter what you do in life. Make sure that you're treating others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, the world would be a better place. All right. Thanks, folks. Good night, and we will see you live.